So he knew the guy was screwing his brother's wife. Hello, watchers. We're watching Whatever. I'm Nathan, and joining me here is Danny. We're here today with The Penguin, episode 2. Now, we watched episode 1 last time, and both Danny and I immediately just fell in love with the show. Right? I know it is, it's set in the Batman universe, but at the same time, it feels kind of like a standalone, right? Because without the Batman, it could still be a really good crime drama from what it looks like. Right? It's
Yeah, I
just about
agree.
this guy Oswald and him trying to claim his place in power. Where everyone else is kind of looking down on him.
Right.
So yeah, so episode 1 was fantastic, and I'm hoping that episode 2 and the rest continue on, just keeping us really, immersed in this world and wanting more. What about your thoughts?
Yeah, it's a good it's like a good gangster show. Yeah, I mean I like it even if it wasn't about like the penguin. Um yeah, but I think like because it's set in this world, we do have certain expectations that make the show a little bit more like intriguing in a way, right? Knowing that this dude is the penguin and that girl has been in just got out of Arkham, like
Hmm.
it adds a little bit of like background information that we have floating in our head, even if it doesn't like come to the forefront right away, you know. So they did a really good job of kind of making it feel standalone, but also kind of hinting at those things that make it like a part of the Batman world. Um, yeah,
Yeah. So yeah, and the girl, her character is Sophia. Right?
uh
She is scary.
yeah, man, she's like the standout for me right now.
Yeah, she really is. And in
Man.
episode 1, she definitely confirmed that she belongs there. So, and Oswald he was very clever, right? How he
Yeah,
set it up so it looked like uh, the other crime family were the ones who killed her brother, and they're taking revenge for what happened to them and all that. So I'm really excited here to get on to episode 2. Before we do, I want to just remind everyone on YouTube to please remember to like and subscribe. Leave us your comments. Give us your thoughts about the show and about the different characters. Um, I'm also kind of curious if there's gonna be any kind of a Batman
cameo or something.
cameo, right?
Mm,
Whether it's actually him or if it's just supposed to be like a silhouette of him or something. They did mention him briefly in the beginning of the first episode, but it was because it's a continuation on from the movie. So
right.
I'm curious if they're gonna have more references to him or anything like that, or if they're just gonna basically take him out of the show itself. Uh, so if you want to check us out on our Patreon, you can go to patreon.com/watching whatever. Follow along with us here. The show is on Max, and watch with us with our full reaction and commentary. And for those of you who are on Patreon, thank you very much for subscribing and joining us here and watching along with us. We really appreciate all of you. And we're going to start with the show.
What did you do? Alberto Falcone, he's dead.
I forgot his mom. She's also pretty crazy.
It is yours.
I'm gonna run this goddamn city.
What do you think it's gonna be in the shipment? You
I mean, it's
related to the
obviously
Joker or something?
could be if he's talking about like a new drug.
Sophia.
So we're getting a little bit of Sophia's past here, or is this a dream? No, it's a dream.
Bruno, behind you! Bruno! Bruno! No, 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 no!
Sophia. You're safe.
Oh, it's like high tech hypnosis, like
Yeah,
Sophia. 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 Okay. Deep breath. In before.
man, that change that she does is just
yeah.
It's so crazy.
You're not an Arkham anymore.
Why does this feel like more than just a doctor-patient relationship?
Yeah.
I'm not safe. I'm home.
Trying to force my hand to take a fall for you?
I ain't forcing nothing, Sal. I saw an opportunity is all. They brought in Carmine's brother, Luca. He's a pussy, but I got his ear.
Zervad, one of my capos. He'll run point.
We use the FEMA truck as our cover. And the drops be sitting pretty inside barrels of emergency water. Hey, Castillo. No hard feelings, right? With the follow car. That's where I'll be. You don't f***ing touch that. Everything goes simple.
Nothing is ever simple.
You're on the truck with the product. That's what you said. It's your operation. Means you're on the truck.
How's this gonna play out?
Yeah.
I mean, he's still kind of safe in the truck because they want the drops that are in it, so they're not gonna do anything to the truck.
Right.
But they might just blast everyone inside the truck.
Hey, why do seagulls fly over the sea? Because if they flew over the bay, they'd be bagels. Like the bread.
Nice little dad joke thrown in there.
Hey, I got one for you. Mafia and the government. One of them is organized. Free reign. You just gotta know your audience. Hold up, Ivan! I got the drops right here.
Oh, the music that they throw in with this.
Castillo! Castillo, let's go!
How bad is it gonna turn out for him, man? Having to work both sides like this.
They ambush us because they take a week. I try to tell you.
Is that all you care about? The product? Justice is what matters, and that is what my brother, your nephew, deserves. They had someone on the inside helping them.
You don't call the shots around here.
Johnny, neither do you. And it's my niece you're talking to.
My apologies.
She's gonna do something to him.
Your brother's funeral is tomorrow. Just focus on laying him to rest.
Hey, look, I'm on your side. I can ask around, do some thinking, whatever you need.
Why would you do that?
You should be the new boss, not Carmine's little brother.
Careful.
Yeah, careful, whatever. So I shouldn't say it. So what? But you got a card to play. Al's shipment.
If I was Sophia, I'd be like, you're a little too
Yeah.
brown nosing, you know?
That's what she's saying right now, huh?
It's very convenient that all of a sudden you're on my side. I don't know you a thing.
I owe you. A lot of people would be happy if the dipshit brother turned up dead. Sophia Falcone, so friggin' uptight.
What's the plan with that, by the way? Are we gonna...
Yeah, I know what you're thinking, kid. We can't kill her.
Oh, tacos.
Jesus, Vic, I said no cilantro. Might as well shove a bar of goddamn soap in my mouth.
Did you know about cilantro? It's actually the reason some people hate it is actually because of a mutation.
All right, I heard about that.
The hangman. She was technically exonerated.
I don't care.
Wait,
Sophia
leave it on.
Falcone is a serial killer.
Oh, she killed
Okay, so
women.
Yeah, why'd she go and kill them?
One day this guy Pinchy rolls in. He wants me to be his driver. Only problem was I couldn't drive. So over the weekend I stole myself an old Buick. I drove it around the east side like a maniac. A few months later, Carmine caught him talking to the feds. Carmine saw something in me. Thought I was worth keeping around. Welcome, ladies. I'm glad you could make it.
I'm asking how much you got left. And I told you, nothing.
Okay. Detective,
Was he trying to get some drugs from the bartender?
I think so.
used to work for my father.
Okay.
Half the force work for your father, yeah?
A gift for your condition.
Oh, yeah.
I'll need discretion.
Let me see what I can dig up.
Now here's to our friends who ain't so lucky tonight.
Just that look between them.
Roxy here is a successful entrepreneur in the camming industry.
So, how do you know Oz?
I'm his driver.
Think Victor's gonna make it out of the show alive?
I hope he does, but I don't have a good feeling.
Once Luca gets his eyes on that prick Weasel Vita's gonna take the fall.
I slipped these pics to Luca at the funeral tomorrow. It's baby blue skies, doll.
What are those pictures? What do they prove?
I don't know. Maybe
so
he's
he
sleeping
was-
with someone important's wife.
But unless he's sleeping around with like someone from the Maroni side, what does that prove? Hey, fellow watchers, don't forget to like and subscribe, and check us out on our Patreon. Links are in the description below. And now back to our program. Was she sleeping in a closet? I don't think she was.
She was choking herself? Or she scratched
her... Oh my gosh. The hangman? I really want to know more about her.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll be right there.
Everything okay?
Yeah, just work.
Do you think if he looked more like Colin Farrell, the character wouldn't work as well? Like, why did they have to make him look so different, you know?
I think so.
Right.
Yeah, I'm fine. I just went for a walk.
Plus, he's supposed to look pretty jacked up, you know, even in the comics, right?
Mira, la encontré cuánta cuadra. Estaba confundida, sin abrigo.
Why wouldn't he just hire help for her, though? Someone to help take care of her. She has dementia. You can't just leave someone like that alone.
I don't want to be cooped up in this shitty house no more. If my son is a nothing, what am I?
So apparently nobody knows where she lives, right?
Right.
He only drives a Volvo to come here.
Hey, Luca, I got something you're gonna wanna.
Oh, maybe it's Luca's wife, maybe? It's the only thing I can think of that would, like, cause a problem, you know?
Yeah, but it still wouldn't have anything to do with him being, like, the traitor.
It's a real nice service, though.
Didn't see you in there.
I was in the back. We didn't have a service for my brothers. My mom said she didn't want to deal with the pity. Then one night, out of the blue, she came to me. Oswald, we're going out, she says. It's the first time I ever heard live music. Whoa.
What do you think it was that changed for her?
She died a few years back. I never asked.
I have a feeling Sophia's gonna find out about his mom.
He will perk up once the morphine wears off.
How are they gonna get rid of him before he spills his beans? He spills the beans.
Take him to the basement, quietly.
It's crazy.
Because it's way too early.
But now the Falcons snatched one of our men out of the hospital.
It's gotta be Sophia Falcone acting on her own.
Whoa, hey!
Johnny Vidia's Luca Falcone's wife.
Okay, you were right about that.
We could squeeze them one by one.
We want our man back.
But what's his name had the original pictures.
Right.
He knew his underling was sleeping with his brother's wife.
His uncle's wife, yeah.
No. His brother, the original Don that died in the Batman.
Oh.
So he knew the guy was screwing his brother's wife.
Carmine?
Yeah.
All right.
Because Oz stole him from Carmine's
right.
thing in that club.
And Alberto found him there, right?
Yeah. If they're gonna call you crazy, just act crazy.
Should we turn around?
Red Mercedes, okay? That's the car you're looking for. You're gonna plant the jewels in Petey's car while I find everything. You feel alive, Vic, huh? You feel your heart beating?
He's about to piss his pants.
Dude, this, like, the Penguin's just, like, living on the edge, man. It's
yeah.
like...
Well, I guess it kind of shows... Because, you know, in the comics, they were all, like, part of the whole Arkham Asylum, right? Like, insane supervillains. So, I guess that kind of shows his insanity there. Planning something at the wake where everyone is located.
Right.
You should have told me I had one of those scumbags here.
What?
Who you got in the basement? Trust one of Sophia's guys over me.
Just
Man.
playing, like, so many people against each other.
Yeah.
Look at me. Smile. Sophia. Oh my God. Do you remember all those wild nights at Lake Como? We should plan a girls' trip.
You realize she did kill a bunch of ladies, right?
I'm Gia.
Hi, Gia. I'm your mom's cousin.
Gia.
Wow, man, that look.
Make sure you keep her protected. A young woman in this family might not end well for her.
What the hell are you doing?
I mean, you and Sophia, you really thought that you could keep this from the family?
Is he gonna kill him or help him escape? What's
I was
his
just
play here?
I was just wondering that, right? I mean,
Yeah.
to help him escape would be what puts him back in the good graces, right? But
Right.
how do you help this guy escape from an area that's surrounded by the family?
Right.
Hey, Nadia sent me. You hear me?
I think he's gonna kill him and make it look like the Falcones did it.
You're gonna have to do something for me first. I need you to say the name Johnny Viti. Vic, how we looking?
I was like, I couldn't do it. I had to run, okay? But I saw at the pouch.
Poor Vic, man.
I'll say his name.
No, he's gonna kill him here.
Plans change, pal.
Whoa. What's the plan here?
Nobody leaves.
So how does he still place this on Vidi?
We're looking for a knife.
Why? I was wondering, like, why would he keep it on him?
Yeah, I mean,
It was you, wasn't it?
Planted the knife on him.
yeah.
Hey, everybody, back in line.
But isn't that easy enough to say, yo, dude, like,
Yeah.
why did he suddenly just come attack me, right?
I will not tolerate a rat.
He's clean.
Like, why the hell would I keep a knife on me after I used it? Oh, he slipped it on him.
Miss Falcone, I swear to God, that is not mine. I have been nothing but loyal to you.
Give me your f***ing gun!
She turned on him way too quick.
Yeah.
He was mine to kill for Alberto.
I made the call. Maybe it's time for you to leave Gotham. It'd be good for you.
It's the Godfather shot.
Mm-hmm.
Supposed to be him in this grave, not these two schmucks. Lay down. Where you belong. Remember this. This is what happens when you choke. You understand? Then I gotta plant the blade and the jewels. A lot of work for me, Vic. Whatever Carmine threw at me, I delivered on. Every goddamn time. All right, come on, get up, get up. Give me a hand. There ain't no playbook for this shit, kid. I mean, maybe you ain't cut out for this life.
He's obviously not. Well, then again, he like cut off that dude's finger and did all that.
Yeah, but that's still
Hey, Sophie.
different than, I mean, think about like what a surgeon can do, right? They can cut off body parts and stuff, but that doesn't mean that they can just go randomly just murder a bunch of people.
He killed my brother. A man I trusted, working for them. For what? Some diamonds. These were in Castillo's apartment. It's what Alberto went to get the night he died. We were gonna run the family together. But Alberto was taken from me. So I'm gonna take from them now. This should be fun.
She's pretty dope.
Oh my god.
Acting is crazy good. That joy.
Let's dance.
And now she somewhat got his trust. Or he somewhat got her trust.
Yeah. Dang. She's the star of the show for me, man. She's excellent, dude.
Yeah, well,
She's
I
like,
mean,
it should be fun, and that smile she had was like, that was great, man.
man, it's so yeah, she is unbelievable with her acting here. Why the hell is it playing again? All right. Now I do feel like Colin Farrell is still doing a freaking amazing job.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, all right. So what I'm gonna talk about episode 2 here, right? So episode 1, obviously, like I said, it blew me away. It was just amazing. Episode 2, it was good, but it didn't have the same what's the word I would choose here?
I don't know.
I can't think of it. But so like one of the things, the one thing that I was kind of just slightly let down on is the way they played it out. It was kind of once he. Oh, bless you.
Thank you. Sorry.
Once Vic wasn't able to plant the jewels, right? You, it was kind of predictable what was going to happen. Right. Oz had, he stabs a dude, and then when they call him all in, he takes a knife and he plants. I thought he was gonna plant on VD first, so obviously they still got us there. But what I wasn't so thrilled with was how fast Sophia turned on her bodyguard.
Right.
It's just like, so he had the knife. It's like, oh, you did it. I mean, yeah, there are other circumstances that she was talking about with like the diamonds and stuff, and how, her brother was going over to him to get those diamonds and whatnot, but it just didn't feel quite as convincing with the way they had her turn and believe what Oz was planning.
Right. I think, there's kind of like a lot of, I don't want to say a lot, but there were several kind of contrivances where he was in these kind of situations where like, he seems like he's screwed, but he got out of it too easily, like getting like snatched up by was it the Marconis, and they're about to like shank him, but then he's like, I got a picture in my jacket or whatever, and just everything that's happening is kind of like, I mean, they create these situations where we feel like, oh, this might be real, he might be in big trouble now, but then he gets out of it like too easily. Even with the knife thing, whether he planted it on VD or the other guy, like we knew that was coming, and it was just too easy. You're right, like they turned on that guy like so fast to help Penguin, like in terms of story, to like get away with it or whatever. I think and I think even with like the Vic thing, like Vic messing up and then like running away and getting away so easily, right? Like that didn't seem to make sense. And then him kind of forgiving him so easily. He was saying like, I got everything done, but then he forgives him for kind of messing up. I mean, that dude almost cost him his life, and he forgave him pretty easily.
He did. I mean, that one was probably the most believable, just because he kind of put Vic in that place, right?
Okay, yeah, I can see that.
So I can see a little bit there where he's kind of like, what, like, and obviously Vic's new to it. It's not like he wanted to grow up in this lifestyle. He was kind of thrown into it by the Penguin. So maybe, Oz is just sitting there kind of feeling a little bit of pity for him, remembering his days when he was younger and trying to come up in the world. Okay. So possibly that. But everything else you said, like when he ran away, I'm like, oh, what are they gonna do with the chase? How's he? And it's just like, I got away. I'm hiding. I'm like, right? Wait, what?
Yeah,
it was too easy.
Yeah, I think them getting out of trouble, it was just too easy for everybody,
Yeah.
Yeah. So that made it feel a little bit unbelievable, I think one thing though that I'm interested in, I think like I mean, the show is called The Penguin, right? They didn't call it like the Underworld or Gotham or anything like that. And they set up these kind of really interesting kind of like characters that are kind of teaming up with him, like the Hangman and Vic and and even like Marconi, and I think like my prediction is his ascension has to come when he betrays everybody, right? I think he's really gonna like, and I think that's kind of like from the Boardwalk Empire like a playbook, is where we see him building this relationship with this young guy, but in the end I think in order to show us that the Penguin's not a good likable guy, he's like the villain that is gonna be like a serious kind of threat to the Batman, is going to be, he's willing to take out his like his apprentice or whatever, and he's willing to take out his partner, the Hangman, right? I think we're going to see her like elevate to like serious, like crazy, you know. And then he's gonna have to take her out in a crazy way to show us, like, you know, and maybe even his mom. Maybe I think if she pushes his buttons enough, like you know, we might see the Penguin just like burn everything he loves for that power, you know, and then that's gonna make him like the credible threat to the Batman. That's my prediction.
Yeah.
Second episode, I'm predicting the end of the series right now. Yeah, the first episode felt very kind of original and fresh because it's like this kind of a slightly realistic like mob drama with, you know, like familiar characters set in like the Batman world. This episode felt a little bit more kind of standard issue, like like, you know, like mob betrayal type things going on, you know,
Yeah.
like especially with like killing the person who could like point you out and stuff like that. Nothing really original there, you know.
No, I
And
mean,
like
isn't
blackmail
it?
and betrayal within the like the family, people sleeping and having affairs and stuff. All of that
Yeah.
seems kind of like we've seen this
But
all before, so hopefully
but
it'll go somewhere crazy.
yeah,
You know.
well, it's like you said that one at one point you were saying, right? There's nothing new under the sun, right?
Yeah, it's
So
sad.
they have to obviously reuse things that we're kind of used to,
Right.
but I feel like that is going to lead up to something much bigger,
Right.
especially with Sophia and Oswald teaming up now,
Right.
And
Yeah.
and it's not just them teaming up to do business, but Sophia's like, I want to take my place as the head and run the family, so she has to go
Right.
against her uncle, against Vidi, and all of those people.
Right. Yeah. So that's
and
gonna be interesting.
and yeah, and Oswald has to play her while playing the family and playing
Right,
the
and
Maronis.
yeah, right. Oh yeah, I called them the Marconis, the Maronis, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, and I want to see what she's capable of. Like really, like
Yeah.
when she's like let loose, because man, that look when she's like, it's gonna be fun, and that smile on her face, that like it just seemed like she seems so happy in that moment.
And the look that she gave her cousin
Oh yeah.
when she had her daughter, she kind of grabbed her, right?
All right.
You saw that craziness in that. I really want to know the backstory of her, of why she's called the Hangman, what it was that happened. So, but yeah, that's what I've got. That's all I have for episode 2.
Okay. Well,
anything else?
No, dude. It's good. That's still
All
fun.
right. Yeah, still fun, still great show. So that's it for episode 2 here. Again, everyone who's watching us on YouTube, please remember to like and subscribe and leave us your comments. Give us your thoughts. What were some of the predictions that you were having when you started watching the show? And, you know, without giving us any actual spoilers, but just what your thoughts were. We'd love to hear that from you. And for everyone on Patreon, again, thank you for joining us, watching along with us here, and for supporting us. We really appreciate each and every one of you. You know, everyone on Patreon, even our YouTube subscribers. And we are really close to 200 subscribers right now, which is a mini goal set, you know, with our main goal of actually, you know, reaching 1,000 subscribers. So we want to keep going and doing the best we can here for you, all of you. So with that said, we're going to end it off here, and we'll see you next time for the Penguin episode 3. Bye.